Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to share with you some things I got over this weekend at estate sales and garage sales. So let's jump into it. First thing on the list is this dresser. Paid sight unseen. I saw it on Marketplace. They were having a garage sale and I paid her over Venmo because I knew it'd be later in the day before I got there. But I already paid for it, got it back here, and it's junk. I just listed it for free to get it out of my way. These metal bars weren't a part of the original structure. They put it on there to hold it together, and the whole thing's just rickety, so I'm getting rid of that. But in an estate sale, I did buy this other dresser for 45 bucks. I'll probably sell it for 90, 100 bucks, 80 to 100 bucks, depending on how fast I want to sell it. Everything works good on it, so that's a good deal. At that same estate sale, I don't know if you can see it, that 5-disc DVD player, surround sound. It's got these Sony speakers in it, and the subwoofer, and all the other speakers down in the box there. Bought that for $25 at the same estate sale. That's a good deal. If I want to ship it, I'd probably get a little bit more, but I'm gonna try to sell it locally for around 100 bucks or so. Is what I'm thinking. And then another garage sale I went to had these, I think these are Pizza Hut glasses. Yeah, Pizza Hut ET glasses. There's 4 in a set, but they only had 2. And they're $1 a piece, so I paid $2 for them. And those 2 will sell like 20, 25 bucks. So that's the comps on that, so that'll be a good deal. What else? I got this Oakley suitcase. It's marked $25, and there's a Patagonia backpack inside of this suitcase. Let's see if I can show you. Patagonia backpack inside the suitcase. They had that marked 10. I just really wanted this one, but I offered her 20. She wouldn't take it, so I asked her for 30 for both of them. She said yeah, so I bought both of those. And then another sale we went to, they had all these doorknobs. They're fairly expensive. Even used, they're like $40 to $60. But there's not that many comps sold on used, and so I have to go in and make sure that they're all right. She wanted $5 a piece for them. I offered 20 for all of them, which is buy 4 get 3 free, basically. And she said yes on that, so I went ahead and pulled the trigger and got those too. All right, next thing I want to talk about are these video games. This was probably the best garage sale we went to all day. Yeah. Ironically, it was like 4 or 5 houses down from where I live. They had a bunch of video games, a bunch of DVDs and books and things like that. So all these video games were in a stack, and they're all priced $3 and $5 a piece. And some of these other PS3s are priced $7 a piece. I can't remember how many there are. I'll put on the screen how many there ended up being. One of them didn't have the item in the case, but so I started looking up. I looked up 3 of them to see, and those were probably 3 of the better ones. And I offered the lady $80 for all of them, and she accepted. And I'll put on the screen right now how much I ended up listing all these for, because I already listed them, along with that Death Note that said $10. It's brand new in the package, and she took 5 for that at the same garage sale. So, and I'll tell you a story about that here in just a minute. So, and another sale we went to had these 3 items. I've been real big on books here lately. I want to say this one was selling for like 25, 30 bucks. I think that's around a $20 book. And then this Billy Joel CD is brand new in the plastic too. I think it was brand new, like 12 bucks or something like that. So I paid $1 a piece for those, so that wasn't bad. And then I got this Life video game. The only reason I bought it is because I've sold this model before. And in retrospect, like, that's a big box and everything. But this little piece is worth selling on its own. So I'll relook it up. I didn't look it up because she asked $1. I just made sure that piece was in there. But I'll relook it up, and what I'll probably do is just end up selling that by itself and throwing the rest away, or seeing. Sometimes when you buy used games, they're worth breaking up. Like, that's a big box. It's going to be pretty expensive to ship. But sometimes people just want the pawns and stuff that are inside the game, or the money or whatever. They don't necessarily need the board and the box and stuff like that. So a lot of times it's worth just taking the pieces out and selling those separately. And then the last thing I got was a stapler. Not everything is for sale. I got a coworker that his stapler come up missing a while back. That's a good swing line stapler for 25 cents. So I paid a quarter for that, and I'm gonna gift that to him. So again, like I said, it wasn't a great day, but we got some good stuff. We'll make a little bit of money off of it, so it wasn't a total waste. The story I want to tell you is where we bought those DVDs, those video games and stuff. Me and my buddy Mike were both there, and he offered in fairness, he offered the lady his phone number and said, "Hey, can I come back at the end of the day after you sell through whatever and see if you'll make me a deal on all of it?" And she's like, "Yeah." And then they didn't do anything. They didn't make any kind of agreement. No phone numbers were exchanged or anything like that. And so I said, "Well, hey, I just live 3 or 4 houses down. Can I come back at the end of the day and think about?" He was just wanting like 1 or 2 of the boxes of anime movies that there's a bunch of good stuff there, and a lot of it, quite a bit of it was brand new in the plastic, So I said, and I'll come up with a price, and I'll take all the books and CDs and DVDs and like I'll get all this stuff out of your way, if you want it out of your way. And she said, "All right, I'll think of a thing." So we went and did some things after, ate lunch and all that kind of stuff. And when I was heading home, I passed my house and stopped by this lady's house. And who is there except Brother Mike? Brother Mike was there, and he got the 2 boxes that he wanted to get for a really good price. Half price what they wanted. Those 2 boxes were probably around $500. I think he paid $150, and it's probably going to make him $500 or $600 profit if I was just spitballing. So he took the 2 good things. So all that was left was a couple of boxes of season DVDs and a bunch of movies that were in sleeves. They didn't have cases; they were just in the plastic sleeves. But there was some anime stuff in there that was pretty good. So, and all the books had already sold, So it's kind of the what was left over. And I asked the lady, I said, "Okay, for those 3 boxes, what would you take for those 3 boxes?" This lady said $400. I said, "Well, I guess you're going to get to keep those." How did she sell the 2 best boxes with all the cases and everything for $150, $120, something like that, and then all the crap? Granted, there's a bunch of movies, but they don't have cases, so they're on eBay, they're not going to sell for anything. They're not going to be worth listing. Almost all of them, 95% of them weren't going to be worth listing. And she said $400, and I was just like, he took the wind out of my sails. I want to say he stole the sale from me, but maybe all's fair in garage sales. I don't know how that works, but I forgive him. I don't hold any ill will or grudges or anything like that towards him. My day will come where I'll stumble upon something and steal it from him. So that's story time. Thank y'all for joining along, and we'll catch you guys next time.